Hello, I got 5 more books in here from CGC, and I'm going to go ahead and get those unboxed, and let's get started and see what we got. All right, I'm back and ready to go. I'm really excited about today's unboxing because there's a couple books in there that could potentially be PC books. Just depends on what grade comes back, if they beat our prior grades. One of them I don't have in the PC yet. Another one I'd like to get in a higher grade. So let's go ahead and get started and see what we can do today. So the first book I'm going to go over today is Black Panther #1. I got this in a bundle. There were 5 or 6 books. I got a really good deal on it, I thought, at the time. This Black Panther looked really, really good from the pictures on eBay, but they were deceptive. I got the book in. It was just rife with defects that, I don't know if it was a trick of photography or whatever, but it looked nowhere near as good in person as it did when I got it in. But that happens. I could have sent it back, but I'm like, I probably still got a pretty good deal anyway. And I didn't have this book, so I went ahead and picked it up and kept it. So it was about a 6.0 when I got it. And after pressing, cleaning, all that stuff, I thought I was able to get it to a 7.0. So let's go ahead and see how we start off here in this submission today. Okay, we got a 6.0 when I was expecting maybe to get a 7.0, so that's a little bit disappointing. And I'm sure there's a good reason. If there are any notes, I'll put them in the description. But, I mean, the spine looks kind of almost like a 6.0, but the back is really good. There's like nothing wrong with the back, which I guess doesn't really matter as much as some other things. But I'm sure there's some major flaw in here that I didn't see. I'm looking at it now. It's got a pretty giant tick right there, and that might be a deal breaker on a 7.0 plus. So there's obviously something major here that I missed. I don't think it's got a busted staple or anything like that, but that's okay. I mean, a 6.0 copy is still a pretty well-presenting book of Black Panther #1, so we won't ever be unhappy to have any comic, right? So the second book I have is one that I already have a 9.8 in, right here on my wall behind me. And this is early McFarlane art. And it's it's the origin of Dr. Fate. So this book has a lot of value in the higher grades. So I do pick it up whenever I see it. You can still get this book for a fairly reasonable price, although the price has been coming up recently. This one looks very similar to this book, if not slightly better than this book. So, but who knows? So I'm hoping, though, for just as high as a 9.4 in this book, and would be happy for anything between 9.2 and 9.4, because I think I paid $60. So no matter what the grade is in that range, I'm still going to do okay on this book. So let's see what CGC thinks about this All-Star Squadron #47. 9.6. Okay. It's much better than the 9.4 I was hoping for. I just noticed it does not say origin of Dr. Fate up here. It just says Dr. Fate appearance. I'm not sure why that is. Is that an error? If somebody knows, just let me know in the comments. That's pretty odd. I mean, it says it right there. Secret origin of Dr. Fate, and I've read that other places. So, yeah, there's got to be a reason this book has a lot of value and not just the McFarlane part of it. I'm sure that's part of it. But yeah, it's a cool cover. Love this book. And so let's see what we got next in the pipeline here. Oh, this one I could have easily saved for last, but I went ahead and just included it here in the middle of this one because I do have the last book I'm doing in this one is one that I'm not sure about. It's really a huge question mark, so I want to save it for last. But this one is my highest grade copy of Incredible Hulk I have ever owned. Regardless of what the grade is, this is the best looking copy that I have. It's a newsstand as well. So I thought it was about a 9.0 or 9.2 when I got it. I got an extremely good price on this. I got really lucky in an eBay auction, and I got this for 135 bucks. Hard to believe that you would get an ultra high grade copy of this. So I don't know what was going on back then, but I do have these periods where I'll go after big books and I'll just lowball bid. And sometimes 1 out of 20 times, maybe you get lucky, and it's definitely worth trying to pick up books like this. Or maybe the auction ended at an odd hour. Maybe I had to set my alarm for 2 in the morning to get this book. Who knows? Okay, so yeah, thought it was a 9.0 to a 9.2 when I got it, and I thought I was able to get it to as high as a 9.6. I really think a 9.6 is possible on this book, and if I got a 9.6 of this book, I might do a little dance. I'm not sure. So let's see what CGC thinks. Yes! Yes, yes, yes. I can't believe we got a 9.6 of this book. Woo! So yeah, I've got a childhood copy 9.4 of this book. And oh man, 9.6 of this book is just so crazy. And it says newsstand right there. Oh my God, I can't believe it. $135 for a 9. Now I'm putting the values on the screen obviously, but that is just nuts to me to pay 135 bucks for a 9.6 of this book. I'm not going to get rid of the childhood copy, but this one will be moved in the slot on the wall. And I don't know, I have to think about that one because I have sentimental value and all that. But yeah, man, this thing looks like a 9.8. I think the only thing it had going against it was a slight little color break right here. Without that, I would have calibrated this at a 9.8. Because look at that spine. It just is nuts how nice that spine is. It's just, you can't even believe it. I don't know if it's going to come through on camera, but there's one teeny tiny color break right there. Teeny tiny. I could see this getting a 9.8 like a certain percentage of the time. So we'll be very, very happy to have this book in the PC. That made my day right there. And we're not even halfway, we're barely halfway through the submission, right? We got 2 more books. We're just over halfway. So I got a couple Spawn books that I saved for last. Now this one isn't a super, key or anything like that. It's the homage to Spider-Man 1. I just had this book in the last submission. I had a couple of these that I cleaned and pressed about the same time that I'd picked up for really, really good prices. I think 26 bucks is what I have in my notes here. But this one was just as good as that last one. If you watched the last video, if you haven't seen it, I thought these things could possibly, maybe 1 out of 100 times, get a 9.9. It had 1 or 2 negligible non-color breaking defects that I was able to get out. So this book is no bindery stuff, nothing. I mean, I searched like with magnification, everything over these books, and I couldn't see nothing after I was done. This is certainly a 9.8, and I'm not hoping for a 9.9. I don't have any pipe dreams, right? But anyway, so let's see what CGC thinks about this one. 9.8, okay. Well, there's no surprise there. I knew this was a 9.8. And I'm conservative as heck. If I think it's a 9.8, it's a 9.8 and a half, right? And yeah, so I'm not going to belabor the point because, this is what we expected. And still very, very happy to have another copy of this in the collection. And yeah, so the last book, and the reason I saved this one for last is because this is a big book. If you look up the prices on a high-grade Spawn #1 newsstand, this goes for a lot of money. And when I saw this online, there was only one flaw. It was perfect. Except right here, there was like an impression in it where somebody had set something. It was almost like an object had poked into it on accident, but it looked like it was non-color breaking. And it looked like it possibly could be fixed. And I was like, I'll gamble on it. But other people had the same idea as me because the bidding got pretty high, and I overpaid. I should not have paid what I did. And I think the price may have come down since then. So maybe it wasn't so bad then, but I really did not do well on this book. But I do want this book of a newsstand in the collection, whether it's 9.2, 4, 6, whatever. I still want the book in the collection. I just overpaid. I mean, I think it will, no matter what the grade is, be worth what I paid eventually. And I paid, I don't even want to tell you, 300 bucks for this book. I never pay that much for a raw book. But if if I were able to get this to a 9.8, it's like a $1,000 book now. So I think it was worth the gamble to triple my money in value. I think I break even if it's a 9.6, and I think I lose money at anything less. But I'm okay with that because I think it will be a $300 book at a 9.0 eventually because it's pretty rare and a highly sought after book. It was actually, I gave it because of this big thing here, and I'll put pictures on the screen if I have it. I thought it was maybe even a 7.0 because of that. If I had just sent it in immediately, I would have never given it more than a 7.8 because it was bad. I mean, it was very, very obvious right there. I cleaned it, pressed it carefully, tack ironed it, and there's just this tiniest little color break here. But the problem is, there's a little bit of loss of gloss. You have to angle the book to find it, and I could see somebody just completely missing this, but it's definitely there, and because of that, I think outside chance of 9.4 or 6. This is one I just don't know. I have no clue what I would grade this book. I think if I were just to sit down and say, okay, the book looks like a 9.8, I have to angle it, so that makes it more of on the negligible side. I would probably say it's a moderate negligible defect, if that makes sense. Like, it's pretty significant once you see it. So I would give it a 9.4 if I were a grader. That's the fair grade I would give it. So anywhere between 9.2 and 9.6 is what I expect to get on this book. I'm happy with any of those grades. It's going to kill my profit on this submission, but who cares, right? I'm keeping the book. I'm not selling this thing, so I'll have this thing until I get a 9.8, and that's going to be very, very hard to do, because even finding a raw copy of this is very, very hard in high grade. So, but let's just, without further ado, let's see what CGC gave us on this beautiful Spawn #1 newsstand edition. Whoa! Oh! 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 Oh my God! Oh! Man, hoo-wee! Oh my God! Whew. I don't know what to say. I mean, that 340 was big, but this is actually, wow. Man, I don't even know. I guess the 340 is a bigger moment for me. This is right up there, though. I actually got the 9.8. So I guess with one moderate to minor, negligible mod, I don't even know what to call it, you can get a 9.8. I was able to get that out enough to give it a 9.8 because I can't find it right now. I mean, okay, there it is. Yeah, right here, if you can see it. Got it. It's very, very hard to see. Other than that, like I said, this is similar to those Spawn 8s and everything. I mean, look at the bindery on this thing. It's like a perfect cut. No ticks at all. Wow. So yeah, I lied. I did good for my money. I don't even know what to say, man. But that is, once again, a PC book. Keeping it. It'll probably be behind me next video that I make. These last 10 books, man, have just been nuts. Save for the Black Panther was a little bit off. All lots of 9.8s. I mean, the Star Wars that I got the 9.4 here. This was just a couple awesome submissions, and very, very thrilled about these two grades. And I don't even know what to do. I'm going to celebrate, I guess. I don't really know how to celebrate. I'm a older dad now, so I mean, I guess I'll go hang out with the kids and celebrate a little bit with them. Eat some popcorn or pizza or something, right? But yeah, I really appreciate you guys hanging with me. I hope you're half as excited for this as I am. I mean, some of you guys out there that are hardcore really, really know what this means right here. And this as well. I mean, this is not something that happens every day. This is something I might expect to happen, I don't even know, once a decade in your collecting. But to go from the price I paid for this one and overpay for this one, I thought, now tripling my money, that's just... So anyways, thank you again. I'm going to keep making these videos as long as you want me to. And I've got some very cool books coming up, a lot more higher grade, and then we're going to get to some bigger books as far as dollar-wise. I've got a few in the pipeline that are like 1,000, 2,000 plus books, right? And then after that, we'll buy some more books, and I'll let you guys go on the journey with me as I bid on books, find some bigger books. I want to get an ASM 129. I want to get a Hulk 180 and 181. So I want to buy them either raw or slabbed with defects that I can clean and press. And man, that's going to be so much fun. I mean, can you imagine getting a good deal on a Hulk 181 6.0 and making it a 9.0? I mean, could you, I don't even, this ceiling, luckily the ceiling's pretty high in here. I might fly through it if I were to do what I just did with this one on a Hulk 181. I don't even know, man. So very, very excited and happy about what's going on with my cleaning and pressing and everything. And some of you watching, I get several comments every video asking if I, clean and press for other people, and I don't. This is just a hobby for fun for me. I'm not looking to make this a business. I don't have any kind of plans, hopes, dreams, anything to ever do this for money. This is just a big hobby for me, and I'm just doing this for fun, not for money, not for anything except for the profit and adding value to my own collection. I do like to buy and sell. I like the idea of that, but mostly it's just for fun. It's not like, it's not like I'm doing it for a living, right? So thanks for watching, everybody, and on to the next.